Maya was a young woman with a dream. Ever since she was a child, she had wanted to be a writer. She would fill notebooks with stories, write poems in the margins of her schoolbooks, and imagine entire worlds in her head. As she grew older, that dream never faded. But the reality of life made it difficult. She worked long hours at a full-time job that paid the bills, and when she came home, exhaustion often set in. Still, every evening, no matter how tired she felt, Maya would sit at her small, cluttered desk and write. Weeks turned into months, and while she wrote story after story, none of them seemed to find their way into the world. She sent her work to publishers, agents, and literary magazines, but the rejection letters kept coming. "We're sorry, but your story isn't what we're looking for. Thank you for submitting, but we regret to inform you." Each rejection chipped away at her confidence. She began to question whether her dream was realistic. One night, after receiving yet another rejection email, Maya sat in her room staring at the blinking cursor on her screen, feeling defeated. "Maybe I'm just not cut out for this," she whispered to herself. "Maybe all of this work is pointless." As she slumped in her chair, her thoughts drifted to a story her grandmother had told her when she was young. It was about the bamboo plant, which spends years growing its roots deep into the earth before showing any sign of growth above ground. For 5 years, the bamboo appears as if it's doing nothing at all. Then suddenly, in just 6 weeks, it shoots up to 90 feet tall. Her grandmother's words echoed in her mind, "It doesn't mean nothing is happening just because you can't see it yet." Maya thought about this story and realized that maybe her journey was like the bamboo. Even though she couldn't see the results, maybe all of her hard work and persistence was laying the foundation for something greater. Her stories, even the rejected ones, were not failures, they were lessons, each one making her a better writer. She wasn't wasting her time, she was growing her roots. With renewed determination, Maya wiped away her tears and continued to write. She revised her stories, submitted them again, and even started new ones. She began attending writing workshops and connecting with other writers. It wasn't easy, there were still many late nights, more rejections, and moments of doubt. But every time she felt discouraged, she reminded herself of the bamboo plant. Growth was happening, even if she couldn't see it yet. A year passed, and then one day, she received an email that was different. A small literary magazine had accepted one of her short stories for publication. It was a modest achievement, but to Maya, it felt like her first real victory. From there, things started to change. Slowly but surely, her stories began to gain attention. She secured an agent, and after years of hard work, she landed her first book deal. Maya's success didn't happen overnight, but when it came, it was swift and steady, just like the bamboo shooting up after years of growing unseen. She learned that the key to success wasn't in being instantly recognized but in believing in the value of perseverance, even when progress seemed invisible. Maya's journey reminded her that sometimes, the most important growth happens beneath the surface. Success, like the bamboo, takes time, but when it finally comes, it's worth every moment of struggle and every step of the journey.